Good morning and welcome. We're so glad you joined us for this webinar to introduce the new wellness program by WellSteps. We are delighted to be working with King Ranch today. My name is Dr. Troy Adams. I'm the Chief Operations Officer of WellSteps. With us today are Kelsey Hudson and Carly Thornton, your WellSteps guides or your account managers. And we're happy to have them. You'll be hearing from Kelsey here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and dive right in. You might remember the movie Apollo 13. In that movie, astronauts were missioned with going up to the moon, collecting some samples, driving around a little bit, and then coming home. Well, about 200,000 miles from Earth, there was an explosion, a really big explosion. It caused them to lose heat, power, and water. They had to do all kinds of heroic things just to keep the mission on track. They were able to go around the moon. They thought they were safely on their way home. And then lo and behold, they were drifting off course. The angle of entry had gradually drifted, and they didn't know why. Now, the angle of entry means that the way that the astronauts in the capsule entered the Earth's atmosphere. If it were too flat, they would skip off the atmosphere out into the space forever. Not good. If it were too steep, they would burn up, also not good. So they had to solve the problem. At first, they had to figure out what had caused it. Then one of the astronauts noticed tiny droplets of water being shot out into space. They realized that the heat, the small amount of heat that was left had to be cooled. It was cooled by water, and that water was shooting mist out into space. And those tiny droplets of water were pushing the astronauts off course. And it's like that. So you may remember from the movie that the saying, Houston, we have a problem, came about. Well, I'm here to tell you that America, we have a problem. And just like this story, we have teeny tiny things that are being done or not being done every day by all of us that are causing us a huge, huge problem. And it's a chronic disease problem. Chronic diseases are those things that occur over a long period of time. Things like diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease, stroke, some cancers. They take years to develop. Case in point, this is a map of the United States with data on diabetes, adult diabetics. So, and this is broken down by county. So what I'd like you to do is look at the county where you live, kind of get an approximate view, and maybe take a peek also at the southeastern part of the United States. It's where diabetes is really a problem. Watch what happens when I time advance in your county and in the southeastern part of the United States from 2004 to 2006 to 2008, 2010, and then 2012. Holy cow. Makes you wonder what in the world happened. Well, it's not very complicated. We live in a toxic environment, and two things happen. First of all, no lie, we move less. Physical activity has been engineered to a great extent out of a lot of the things that we do. So you see people out walking dogs with a car. It's true. So we move less, and we consume more. I'm showing soda here, which, by the way, nobody needs, but serving sizes have increased dramatically in restaurants, at home, even with the beverages that we consume. You may remember when the beverage of choice, when you may have gone out to get something to eat. We didn't go out very much, but when we got lucky and did, we got a 4-ounce, an 8-ounce glass of root beer with 4 ounces of ice, and there were no refills. But beverages have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we consume all kinds of calories, and we don't even know what we're doing. Those two things, we move more, we move less, we consume more, and this is a problem. So, costs for employers and poor quality of life. Poor quality of life means you can't do the things that you like to do. You can't see the people you want to see. You can't spend time with your loved ones. They're almost entirely driven by chronic disease, which is driven by unhealthy behaviors. The simple things, the mist being vented out from the space capsule, things that we can control. So, case in point, these are data from a nurses' health study. This is one of the longest running studies in U.S. history. About 40 years, we've got almost 250,000 nurses, and what we've learned is that 70 to 91% of these big four chronic diseases are caused by things that can be changed, things under the control of these nurses. Poor lifestyle causes stroke, cancer, some cancers, heart disease, and diabetes to a great extent. We also learned that healthy lifestyle prevents chronic disease. So these researchers in Germany followed about 8,000 people around for almost 8 years, and they looked at people who didn't have any risk to begin with. They watched the kind of things that they did, and they found out that those who did 4 simple things, they ate right, they exercised, they didn't use tobacco, and they had a healthy body weight, they were 36 to 91% to get cancer, stroke, have a myocardial infarction or heart attack, and diabetes. So we know that poor lifestyle causes chronic disease and healthy lifestyle prevents it. It's the little things over time that make a huge, huge difference. And we'd like to help you apply some of those little simple things. So what we're going to do to get started, we're going to assess your health. We're going to ask you to engage in behavior change campaigns. I'll explain those here in a bit. We'll ask you to record monthly wellness activities for which you'll earn rewards. As you're all to do all of these things, we'd like to show you how this works. To assess your health, first go to krwellness.com. That will redirect you to a page that looks something like this. Your first-time users, you click on the register button, and that will take you to give you the opportunity to register, enter a little bit of data. We want to let you know that your registration information, if your employee username is your employee ID. So for example, if it's 123, that's your employee username. Your spouse username will be employee ID with an S at the end. For example, if you're, as the employee, your username is 123, your spouse would just add an S at the end. If you're a CCLP employee, your username would be C123, and if you're a CCLP employee spouse, it will be C123S. We'll leave this up for just a second. So employees, just enter your number. Spouses, add an S at the end. CCLP employees, put a C at the beginning, and CCLP spouses, add the C at the front and an S at the back. That should get it done. When you've entered your username and provided the registration information we've asked for, you will get directed to your personal health assessment. It's super simple. It takes 5 to 7 minutes to complete. We ask just questions about things that you can change. Then when you're finished, you'll be introduced into your program center. You'll notice that you've got a health report card with an overall health grade. You've got grades for several behaviors. All you got to do is click on the little gray arrow to find out how you graded out. You've got some feedback for each of several behaviors with a little indicator that shows you where you are with respect to that behavior. We invite you to take special attention of the behaviors that on which you got a B or a C. Those are the ones we like to ask you to improve. Note that you can set a goal right away. There is a goal up here, and this will let you set a 21-day goal to improve a health behavior beginning like effective immediately, the day that you complete the personal health assessment. You can also track that by clicking on My Goal over here. You can click on the page that will get you to a welcome letter from Robert Underbrink, just to kind of let you know what's going on with the program. And when you click on My Goal, you'll note that you'll go right to My Goal here, and you'll have the opportunity to enter select behavior that you need improving. Maybe it's sleep quality, maybe it's vegetable intake, maybe it's being smoke-free. You'll get simple tips and feedback to help you improve that behavior, and then you'll get an opportunity to measure how you did. Each week we'll send you an email or a text that will give you the opportunity to report your progress. If your behavior was vegetable intake, the goal is 3 servings a week. You have the opportunity to click that you did it, or right below, it's a little tough to see, but right below here, let's say you were a veggie hater, you didn't eat any vegetables at all. Previously, you set a goal to improve, and you didn't quite reach 3, but you did 2. You can enter that number 2. I had 2 servings per day. You can enter it in that box, and then click Submit. You'll do this for 3 weeks, 21 days. And then you will have the opportunity also to participate in something called My Tracker. A lot more people are using wearable devices these days. This gives you an opportunity to track those behaviors. You see up here we've got exercise, eating, and you can even set a goal to do something on your own. You can sync with the wearable device by clicking right here, choosing. Right now we can sync with Fitbits, Jawbones, Map My Run, Map My Ride, Map My Fitness. You can sync with any of those, and it will automatically pull data in and populate these spaces right here. When you're finished for the week, when the week is up, you're done, you don't want to enter anything else, you click done for the week, you'll have the opportunity then to continue going, continue tracking, or you can say, I've had enough, I'm going to call it good, I'm not going to track anymore. This is an opportunity you have every week. You got this graph that kind of shows you how you're doing. So this is a great way for you to improve your exercise and eating behaviors by tracking, especially the activity behaviors with a wearable device. There also is something called Screening Reminder. What this does is it pulls in information from the leading group in the country about what kind of screenings we need to get and what kind of counseling we need to get based on our age, gender, and the way that you answered the questions on the personal health assessment. And these are all recommended for you personally right up here. You can see this is for me. Because of my age, I'm recommended to get these things done. It's recommended that you talk to your doctor every year about these 3 things, and then there's more information. You have the opportunity to write questions if you choose to take this form, print it out and take it with you to a doctor's appointment. You have questions that you can ask your doctor at that time. All right, there's also an app which you can download from the App Store on apple.com, or you can also get an Android version of the app from Google Play if you choose to use an app. This will let you do lots and lots of the same things by using the app. All right, let's talk about behavior change campaigns. You should know the behavior change campaigns are super simple. Simple weekly tasks. Really, really easy. We encourage you, we invite you to please participate in these campaigns. Campaigns are chosen by your committee. Everyone does the campaign together. That way you can help and support each other. You can even compete with each other if you decide that that's something that you want to do. Please watch for emails and posters from us. You'll see posters that are designed kind of like this. Please take a second to stop and look at those posters. They'll let you kind of know what's going on. You may also get campaign materials for some of the campaigns in which you participate. Want to let you know what the program center looks like. Very simple list of tasks here in blue. There's a video you need to watch. It's posted for you right here. Notice that the name of the campaign is listed right there, and these bubbles indicate what week you're in. So you can see that you're in week 2. In this particular campaign, you can go backwards and finish up the task for week 1 if you choose to. You just can't work ahead. That way everyone sort of stays on the same page. There's an above and beyond task. If you want to do more, you want to do a little extra stuff, we've given you a task down here that you can do as well. And please let us know how you did here on the green task. These are your evaluation tasks. With rewards, your rewards program, the way it works is you do healthy things. Every month we send you a message. You let us know how you did, and you accumulate points. You get points for all the things you did. The points can then be redeemed for rewards, or prizes. Your rewards program resets each quarter, so there's something different each quarter. Quarter 1, all you have to do is complete the biometric screening. More information coming about that, and then the personal health assessment, and you get a $100 premium discount. And you'll get more information about the rewards program as we progress along. This is how rewards works. When you get a message from us, you'll go right into your program center. You'll have the opportunity to just check off the things that you've done. So we invite you to read this. This is an honesty policy and then some brief instructions. Check the activities you did, earn points, you can redeem for rewards. Pretty simple. Again, you can access this at any time by logging in and clicking on rewards right here. All you do is simply click off these activities and then click the submit button. Some of the activities you'll click on will show you an upload button, and then pending will appear. That lets you know that you've got to provide a screenshot from a smartphone or something to prove that you actually did that activity. And then again, remember to click the submit button when you're done. You can always click on prizes to find out how you're doing. This tells you where you are in terms of your points, and this also lets you know when you've reached the bronze, when you've reached the silver, and the gold level. So with that, I'd like to go ahead and introduce Kelsey, who's going to explain to you a little bit about what's next.
Thank you so much, Troy, for going over all of that for us. And like he mentioned, we're really excited to be working with you, and if you have any questions about the Program Center as you get registered and logged in, you can ask us, and we're willing to help you with that. But like he said, I want to talk about what's next. A few simple steps. You've seen the process. Now it's just your turn to do it. So you're going to go to krwellness.com and click register, and there you will enter your username, as we talked about in this video, and you'll take your personal health assessment, which will just take a couple minutes, and this month and the next month you will also be completing your biometric screenings in your workplace. So as you complete those screenings, you will receive points for that. And from then on out, you will record your monthly wellness activities. So we'll want you to log in each month to complete the rewards program like Troy talked about. And then you'll start earning your rewards from there, making sure that you get your 250 points per quarter at least in order to receive your discount. And then you will complete the campaigns as well. So keep an eye out for those posters and the invitation emails. And this fall we'll be completing the financial fitness campaign, which is a really exciting one, so we invite you to participate in that. That being said, any questions that you have, feel free to contact us. My name is Kelsey Hudson, and you can contact me at hudson@wellsteps.com. And Carly Thornton is also willing to help out with any questions you might have. Her email address is carly@wellsteps.com. So we look forward to working with you, and can't wait to see you in person.